Welcome to our second collection of music. Here are 12 songs from our archives. The first one up in this series is She Takes the Reins. It is about a woman that has learned how to take matters in her own hands, which is good for all. Enjoy.
The storm clouds rolling heavy and the world starts losing ground. She don't wait around for risking. She stands up, she stands her ground.
With a fire in her heartbeat and a mind that's sharp and clear, she'll turn a mess into a blessing, like she's done for years and years.
She's got grit inside her kindness,
Strength beneath her smile.
when the hard times try to break you.
She'll walk with you the extra mile.
'Cause she takes the reins when life gets wild and rough, turns a broken road
into something strong enough.
she'll lift you up
When you're too tired to explain,
a southern woman's heart
always takes the reins.
She grew up learning patience, how to fight without a fist, knows the power in compassion, knows the truth in what's been missed.
She'll find sunlight in the shadows, make the wrong feel close to right.
She don't run from any challenge, she steps forward out to the fight. Her mama taught her courage,
Her daddy taught her pride,
and every time the world caves in,
she stands firm on the other side.
'cause she takes the reins when life gets wild and rough, turns a broken
The next song is called Southern Beauties, and it is from the perspective of one of those beauties. She explains how wholesome it is, and not just a display of things no one else has. Ultimately, a good song. Enjoy.
We walk down Main Street Friday, boots tapping on the ground. Sunset on our shoulders while the whole town gathers around. They watch us like a sunrise, try to hide their little smiles. But we've been turning heads like this for more than just a while. It's not about the flirting or the way they say our names. It's just a southern sweetness in a small town, simple way. 'Cause we're southern beauties, wildflowers in the breeze. We're used to all the glances from the local boys who freeze. But we don't need the diamonds, the roses or the please. We walk with pride and laughter. Yeah, we're southern beauties. We dance out on the back roads, radio crackling in the air. Bare feet on the tailgate, fireflies everywhere. The boys all try to charm us with their draws and folded arms. But we just sip our sweet tea and enjoy the small town charm. We've learned to keep our power, hold our hearts with tender care. A little sass, a little grace, and love that we can share. 'Cause we're southern beauties, wildflowers in the breeze. We're used to all the glances from the local boys who freeze. But we don't need the diamonds, the roses or the please. We walk with pride and laughter. Yeah, we're southern beauties. We've been lifted, we've been broken, but we always rise again. There's strength in every woman who's been raised by southern winds. And the boys know when we're walking, there's a fire in our stride. Not for showing off, just a spark we hold inside. 'Cause we're southern beauties, hearts steady, wild and free. We're used to all the whispers and the looks they hope we see. We stand tall together, living honest, wild and sweet. Forever proud and shine. We're
This song is called Stronger Than He Knows. It is about a man that was hit pretty bad by health issues. The singer describes how much he seems to be in control of what he has left. Enjoy.
He wakes up every morning with a world that's turned to haze. Right eye sees nothing, and the left is fading day by day. It started with the sugar. Diabetes took its toll. He got control of all the numbers, but the vision never came home. Most men would have folded, given up along the way, but he's built from something harder, something trouble can't take away. But never lost his fight inside. He laughs when he shouldn't, tries things he's told don't you dare, but somehow he keeps winning on a hope and a country prayer. Yeah, he's stronger than he knows, and I'm just grateful he's still here. Wasn't that the angels nearly carried him away? Heart quit on the table while the paramedics prayed. 2/3 of an hour they fought to hold his life. Later said he had 7 chances out of 100 to survive that night. Now he's got wires in his chest, a pacemaker keeping time, but he says he ain't complaining. He's just glad to be alive. Braver and then he man, yeah, he's stronger than he knows, and I'm just proud to call him friend. Some folks live a lifetime never seeing what they're worth, but he learned it in the fire, somewhere between death and birth. Now every day's upon us, every breath a second chance. He may stumble through the shadows, but he still knows how to dance. Yeah, he's stronger than he knows. After everything he's faced, kept him around somehow. And I'm so damn glad he tried.
This next song, titled She Built This Bar, is about a lady that used her determination to create a good business from a failing bar. Here is some of her story. Enjoy.
When I bought this rundown tavern, folks said, girl, you've lost your mind. Doors were busted, floors were muddy, fights broke out almost every night. But I rolled up both my sleeves, grabbed a mop and grabbed my pride. Told the riffraff at the counter, drink up boys, tonight's your last ride. It took guts, grit and a backbone nobody thought I had. But you can change a whole damn building if you're tired of watching it go bad. 'Cause I built this bar from the ashes and the scars, kicked the trouble to the curb, lit the room with brand new stars. I scrubbed the walls, I changed the crowd, made a place this town speaks proudly of now. Yeah, I cleaned it up, raised the standard high and far, and now this whole town knows I built this bar. Had to toss out half the furniture, ban a few boys for life, brought in music every Friday, in a kitchen that could bite. Taught the regulars some manners, hung up lights and saved my tips. And when someone crossed the line, I made sure they knew I meant it. Took the long nights and the hard calls, every setback stung like fire. But change don't come from wishing, you claw your way up higher. 'Cause I built this bar from the ashes and the scars, kicked the trouble to the curb, lit the room with brand new stars. I scrubbed the walls, I changed the crowd, made a place this town speaks proudly of now. Yeah, I cleaned it up, raised the standard high and far, and now this whole town knows I built this place. Now families gather here on Sundays, local bands fill Friday nights. Travelers stop in the doorway, saying something here feels right. It ain't magic, it's sweating hard, a woman's touch and sheer willpower. You'd be amazed at what can rise when a woman claims her hour. Yeah, I built this bar, turning chaos into charm, from smoky fights to neon lights. I'm hopeless to safe and warm. I scrubbed the floors, I shut down wars, held the line and opened doors. Now it stands tall, the pride we set near and far. And I smile every night, 'cause I built this bar.
This next song, Say It Out Loud, is about a lady that used her determination to create a good life in general. She realized she has a voice and how important for her own good it was to use it. It gave her a new and powerful world. Enjoy.
I've walked through storms with no umbrella, bare feet on the broken ground. I've carried secrets on my shoulders, too heavy to keep around. But I learned that strength is something you don't see until you fall. And every bruise became my lesson in standing strong and standing tall. I could've let the darkness win, could've let my voice go dim, but there's a fire in my spirit, and it kept whispering again. Say it out loud, I'm not giving in, even when the world tries to cage you in. Say it out loud, I was made to rise, even when the tears are burning in your eyes. I faced the pain, I broke the clouds. Now I'm stronger, 'cause I say it out loud. There were days I felt forgotten, nights I doubted I was enough. People told me I should settle, but my heart was built for tough. I stitched my hope with torn ambition, healed myself with quiet grace. And every time the world said never, I found a way to take my place. I used to have the hurt inside, afraid to let the truth shine bright, but I learned the power in my voice can turn the wrong into the right. Say it out loud, I'm not giving in, even when the world tries to cage you in. Say it out loud, I was made to rise, even when the tears are burning in your eyes. I faced the pain, I broke the clouds. Now I'm stronger, 'cause I say it out loud. Some scars don't fade easy, so won't change who you are, but I wear them like a medal, for the battle's fought so far. And every time I felt alone, every time I lost the fight, I found a part of me that knew I'm built of courage, built of light. Say it out loud, I'm not giving in. It's the air full of my heartbeat, the place where hope begins. Say it out loud, I am here, I am proud. And no matter what comes next, I'll keep speaking it out loud. I faced the pain, I broke the clouds. Now the world will hear me.
This next song, Living Our Best Life, is an anthem of a young woman that has figured out how to truly make the best of every day. She shares this with her man as they just smile at each other. Enjoy.
We wake up with the sunlight dancing on our skin. Coffee in the kitchen, laughing with our closest friends. We've learned to let the small things go, hold tight to what feels right. We're shining like a sunrise, breaking through the night. Took a while to find our voices, now we know what we deserve. Stronger in our choices, yeah, we've learned to put us first. 'Cause we're living our best life, strong hearts and open skies. No fear in our footsteps, just fire in our eyes. We've earned this peace, we've claimed this light. Dancing through the good days, sleeping through the long nights. Yeah, we're living our best life, and damn, it feels just like fit our dreams. Stop chasing old approval, started loving what we bring. From front porch conversations to singing in the car, we found a kind of freedom in being who we are. We've walked through storms and fire, we've cried our share of tears. But look at us now, stronger than the years. 'Cause we're living our best life, strong hearts and open skies. No fear in our footsteps, just fire in our eyes. We've earned this peace, we've claimed this life. Dancing through the good days, sleeping through the long nights. Yeah, we're living our best life, and damn, it feels just right. Raise the blast to every woman who learned her worth the hard way, who found her joy in little moments, who chose herself each day. We're wild, we're fearless, and we never fade away. We're the queens of our own story, and this is our parade. Yeah, we're living our best life with hope that multiplies. No limits, no boundaries, just truth that never lies. We've earned this peace, we've claimed this light, and every step reminds us we finally got it right. Well, we're living our best life, and baby, it feels just right.
Now we have a Southern rock tune. The title of this song is Southern Rock in My Veins. This singer is telling us he is built on and with Southern rock. He gets some assistance in his decisions when he found a woman that loved everything he was doing. Enjoy.
Played the clubs in a big old city, tried to fit in with the modern crowd. Played blues, folk, even some pop songs, but none of it ever felt proud. Every style left me empty, like a road that had no end, till I hit that southern rhythm, and it felt like life began again. Something in those raw guitars, something in that back road sound, made my heart beat like it should, made my soul feel solid ground. 'Cause I've got Southern rock in my veins, flowing strong through joy and pain. It's the fire in every chord, it's the truth that kept me sane. When the world felt cold, it warmed my days. When I lost myself, it showed the way. Yeah, I got Southern rock in my veins, and if never going away. And one night at a highway tavern, I was strumming my old guitar. A woman walked in softly, but her presence hit like a star. She said, boy, your sound is honest, with a smile that shook my chest. And right then I knew I'd found a place my spirit could finally rest. She loved the same old records, Leonard Hatchett, Tucker too. Said the music felt like freedom and my voice felt like truth. 'Cause I got Southern rock in her veins, wild and gentle, sweet and untamed. She's a harmony inside my world, she's a blessing that finally came. Yeah, the music brought us together in the most unexpected ways. Now we're two hearts beating steady, a Southern rock in our veins. We traveled miles on dusty roads, played ball for neon burning dew, shared dreams under southern stars, sang songs of fire from within. And every note we play together feels like heaven shakes the ground. And music made us lovers long before our love was found. Now we got Southern rock in our veins, running strong like a southbound train. From sunrise gigs to late night shows, from empty rooms to crowds that froze, we rise together, fall together, right through every kind of weather. Yeah, we got Southern rock in our veins, and we'll sing it to our last day. Oh, we got Southern rock in our veins, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
This next tune is called Undefeated Still, about a woman that realizes the hardships she has faced and is so glad that they did not defeat her. Going forward, her life is wonderful. Enjoy.
I've walked through fire barefoot, through nights that had no end, felt the weight of every heartbreak and the loss of every friend. But even when the world felt heavy, even when the sky grew cold, there was something deep inside me that refused to lose its hold. Maybe I bent, maybe I broke, maybe I stumbled on the climb, but every time I hit the bottom, I got up one more time. 'Cause I'm undefeated still, were days I drowned in doubt, and nights I prayed for just one break. Times I almost let the darkness take more than I could take. But every time the fear got louder, something whispered, not today. And I learned that strength is something you build along the way. I didn't win all of my battles, didn't always know the plan, but I found my greatest victories in the Lord and who I am. 'Cause I'm undefeated still, standing tall against the storm. I've been shattered, I've been silenced, but I've risen nevermore. I've been bruised, I've been broken, but I never lost my will. You can knock me down 1,000 times, I'll be undefeated still. And maybe strength ain't being fearless, maybe courage ain't being loud, maybe power is the quiet that survives beneath the doubt. Maybe hearing is a whisper, maybe progress is a spark, but I learned to keep on fighting, even stumbling in the dark. Yeah, I'm undefeated still, standing strong because I tried. Every star became a lesson, every tear I never heard. I've been bruised, I've been broken, but I'm climbing at the hill. No matter what tomorrow brings, I'm undefeated still. Oh, I'm undefeated still.
In this song, Rise, a woman realizes she has a voice inside her that points her in the right way. A lot. Notice the word whisper as it comes in. Here we go. Enjoy.
I've walked through nights that felt endless, held my breath through storms of doubt. I've carried questions like shadows that I couldn't talk about. But somewhere deep inside me, a quiet strength survived, a voice I didn't notice until it whispered, stay alive. Maybe I've fallen hard, but I'm still standing here. Maybe the climb is steep, but I'm learning not to fear. 'Cause I will rise from the ashes of the days I thought I'd break. I will rise with every scar I've carried, every ache. I've been tired, I've been torn, but I'm learning to be reborn. Even fragile, I'm still trying, and I know I'm meant for flying. Yes, I'll rise. Oh, I'll rise. There were times I felt so small, like hope forgot my name. Times I held on by a whisper to the pieces that remained. But each step forward taught me strength can come from pain, and sometimes healing happens just need to show up true. One soft breath and one more sunrise is enough to make it through. Maybe courage starts in tears. Maybe wings don't look like wings when you're fighting through the years. But the light keeps getting brighter when I look past all the fear, and I feel my heart remembering why it's still beating here. So like the morning breaking through a darkest blue, I will rise, fighting faith and things I don't know. I've been tired, I've been torn, but I'm learning to be reborn. And the moment I start trying, I can feel my spirit rising. Yes, I rise. Oh,
In this tune, Small Town Living, it goes into how easy it is to know all about your surroundings and, well, life. The neighbors and businesses found in small towns are pretty much family, also known as home. Enjoy.
There's a two-lane road that knows my name, every crack and every line. The water tower standing proud, old folks say it stood through time. Friday nights beneath the bleachers, where we learned to laugh and dream. And every porch light on my street knows more about me than it seems. Some might call it simple, but there's magic in the slow. 'Cause every face tells a story only small town hearts can know. That small town living, where the sun sets hinges right, where neighbors know your battles and they pray for you at night, where the cafe smells like memories and the past ain't far behind. Yeah, I'm small town living. It's the home inside my mind. We had dreams of running far, chasing lights we'd never seen. But somehow every winding road led right back to this routine. The church bells ring on Sunday, kids ride bags till the last night fades. And that corner store still sells the same candy from my younger days. You can leave for years and years, try to outrun who you are. There's something in that hometown glow still pulls you from afar. That small town living, where the stars shine clear as skies, where the town still knows your mama, and you see a few her eyes, where the stories last forever, like a song you can't outshine. Yeah, I'm small town living. It's the home I can't unwind. And when the world feels heavy, when I'm losing who I am, I drive back to that gravel road where my whole life began. The voices left the footprints, everything I used to be. Remind me life ain't measured by the miles, but by the peace. Yeah, that small town living, every memory, every mile, where the good Lord and the county line both greet you with a smile, where the heart stays young forever, even as the years fly by. Yeah, I'm small town living, and I'll be till I die. Oh, I'm small town living. It's the place my soul resides.
Here is One Who Stayed. A man goes into the struggles he had trying to live fast until he met a woman who was built just for him. He gives us some insight to the type that accepted him and blessed him with her love. Enjoy.
I danced with fire more times than needed it. Streets wild women with reckless hearts. Met a few who loved the chaos. Met a few who tore me apart. I rode that midnight highway, thinking freedom was a game. But every time the sun came up, I woke up alone again. Thought I'd live fast forever, never thought my ways would change. Till one day fate came walking in and everything rearranged. just as quick as they flame. And my heart broke more than once by the ones too tough to tame. But out of all the wild, wild women, one stood out from all the waves. She didn't run, she didn't wander. She's the one who stayed. But she walked in corner steady, had a smile that cut through smoke. Didn't need the neon madness, didn't fall for every joke. She saw the man beneath the trouble, saw the truth behind the scars, and held my heart like something gentle, about a gamble in the bar. She didn't try to save me, just showed me something real. And for the first time in my life, I learned what love can truly feel. She's the one who stayed. One comes around. Hey, I've loved a lot of wild, wild women. Some I miss, some I don't name. But out of all those restless memories, she's the one that changed the game. It's out of all the wild, wild women, only one could make me stay. She didn't run, she didn't wander. She's the one who stayed.
This tune, Rough Around the Edges, is told by a woman that lets us know a bit about her upbringing. She is very proud, and should be. She kept herself straight and worked very hard to make all things work for her. Now that she has finally figured it out, she is sharing it with us. Enjoy!
Gravel bites back, where the stones rolling like they're on attack. Mama worked hard, daddy drank too much. I learned early not to rely on luck. Got scars on my knuckles, fire in my chest. Been knocked down more times than the rest. But every time life pushed me to the floor, I stood up swinging and came back for more. They say life's a lesson. Well, hell, I learned mine loud. You don't need perfect, you just learn to stand proud. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, but I shine just the same. Got a heart that keeps on beating through the fire and the flame. I've been bruised and I've been broken, but I never lost my aim. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, but I own my name. I got dreams too big for a small town mail. Gotta laugh too loud and I'm fine with that. I've loved hard, lost harder, stood in the rain, held my breath through seasons of pain. But even in the darkness, even in the doubt, there's a voice inside that won't burn out. Says, Bill, keep pushing, you're built from flame. They'll remember you when they say your name. And I've learned what matters. Hate the things that you want. It's the weight of your courage when you stand alone. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, but I shine just the same. Got a heart that keeps on beating through the fire and the flame. I've been bruised and I've been broken, but I never lost my aim. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, but I own my never claimed to be, but I'm strong in all the ways I need. Every road I walked, every tear I cried, made the wild heartbeat I carry inside. And someday, when the world looks back, they'll see great fire and no turning back. 'Cause I live my life like a southern storm, loud, proud, and perfectly warm. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges, but I wouldn't change a thing. Every scar is just a story. I was born to rise to say, I've been bruised and I've been broken, but I stand here strong again. Yeah, I'm rough around the edges. That's how legends begin. I'm rough around the edges, and I'll rise again.